Long lines at Costco today as people look for the cheapest gas prices in town.
Yeah, record-breaking prices have a lot of you wondering what's really behind these increases. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Lawrence.
And I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. If your tank is near E, you better prepare for your trip to the gas station. Let's bring in Ariel Placencia for a breakdown of what's happening. Ariel, I paid $4.09 for regular unleaded today.
Crazy, right? I mean, I think everybody wants to know how much worse is this going to get. And so we've been keeping an eye on those rising oil and gas prices. So come over with me and we'll check out this chart. This is the global oil market. And just notice the trend here. Those prices, they just keep increasing and increasing. And it's a similar story when we talk about gas, too. So if you follow me over here, we know that gas went up 8 cents a gallon just overnight. So check out the national average here, over $4, $4.25. Thankfully, here in Texas, we're just below the national average, but that's pretty close to $4. And so then when we look at the map of our whole state here, you see that the red shows where gas is more expensive. And today, Dallas and the Fort Worth, Arlington area matched the record they set back in 2008. $3.98 a gallon. So with all of this focus on gas, of course, we've been getting a lot of questions from viewers like this one. If the amount of Russian oil that the U.S. uses each year is only 3% of the total used, how does that equate to the large increase in gas prices? Well, to answer, we went to the experts.
Gasoline is the single most important product that comes from oil.
That's step one. Understanding that gas and oil go hand in hand.
Oil prices and gasoline prices, oil prices and jet fuel prices and your airline ticket prices, those basically go right together.
We also know that the price of oil is set at a global level.
That means any disruption in oil markets immediately has an impact here on us here in the United States.
If prices go up in one place, they'll go up elsewhere too. So when you look at the breakdown of what you're actually paying for at the pump, notice the biggest component is crude oil.
If Europe does at any point cut off Russian oil imports, we'll see an even bigger rise in oil prices. And that's what the market's afraid of right now. That's why you're seeing already higher oil prices.
The red line in this AAA graph represents 2022. And you can see Americans are paying way more this year than in years past. So some rush to the pumps out of fear.
They're trying to store oil and gas, be ready for that coming crunch of not having enough oil and gas.
Factor that in with the lingering effects of COVID.
Now, unfortunately, after the pandemic, that oil and gas production has been a little bit slow coming back.
The result?
It sucks.
High gas prices that North Texans
It's frustrating, it's stressful.
have noticed.
I do deliveries, and that's how I make my money, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do more deliveries so I can get a little bit more gas money.
So as a driver, what can you do? Consider using apps like Get Upside and Gas Buddy's Gas Back to help save a few pennies at the pump. And remember that Wednesdays and Thursdays are typically the most expensive days to fill up. So skip the gas station on those days if you can. In Dallas, I'm Ariel Placencia.